What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Shout out to everybody for being here, guys. Let's get this show on the road, man. Shout out to everybody for being here. Like I said, guys, we were hit by a copyright strike by YouTube, so unfortunately, we did have to um, pause on the videos, on the reviews for a little bit, but now we are getting back onto it. I'm trying to do this every Wednesday and Sunday, but sometimes I do have some time on Fridays, and or Saturdays. I might try to push what I'm doing Friday and Saturday to Sunday. So we'll try to do this 2 times a week at minimum. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these teams here now. All right, we are starting off in League 80, guys. In League 82, C Drift wanted to review, and another person wanted to review as well. C Drift right down here. All right, if we take a look, he has all his first round picks. That's pretty nice there, but that means that you need to do something with them. With that being said, you are drafting here at the 1-7. You made some trades, and you guys know how much I love that. Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix, phenomenal quarterback room. I love that quarterback room. Kenneth Wagner and Travis Etienne should be good running backs. Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin should be great wide receivers. With Terry, at least for this year. Now with the Stephon Diggs signing, I'm not sure exactly how much it lowers his stock or boosts his stock, but for this year, he should be totally fine. Trey McBride should be an elite tight end. You got Henry, Pearsall, and Jaden Reed. So Pearsall and Jaden Reed, I don't feel like is going to do anything. You got Derrick Henry there at the 8-7. He's going to have one more year in him. Terry McLaurin is going to have one more year in him. So you want to make sure you're playing to win now, because next year, Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin's stock is going to go down, very, very down. So in my opinion, trade your first, second, and third round pick here and get a better flex room. Get a better flex 2 with Pearsall because he's out for the year. Get a better flex 3 with Jaden Reed because he's going to be the wide receiver 2/3. Now you got Cortland Sutton. You can play Cortland Sutton for Ricky Pearsall, but now what about Jaden Reed? Right, you can't play Rashad White, you can't play Stribling, TJ Spears, Jay Judy over Jaden Reed. And what about bye weeks? What if someone else gets injured on your team? So I would definitely recommend trading these first round picks because you are playing for win now. Or what I would do is trade Drake May away and get somebody else. So what I would say is, let's just say hypothetically speaking, trade away Drake May and get Jordan Love, plus Jadarian Price. Like go do a 2-for-1 trade with Jadarian Price and Jordan Love, or a Cardinal Tate and a Jordan Love for Drake May. Go do that 2-for-1 trade to make your flex better. But with that being said, your bench does have upside, but your flexes are extremely on the weaker side. I like your quarterbacks, I like your running backs, your wide receivers are good, but they're also on the older side. With Derrick Henry being on the older side and your tight end is elite, I'll probably give this team until you trade those picks away, probably a 6.1. Once you trade them away, once you make your flexes better, this team can easily be at 6.6 and higher. But until you do those, it's going to be a 6.1, brother. Shout out to you for being here. All right, Nano wanted a review here as well. Let's go ahead and take care of Nano's team. Nano, it does seem like you have an extra first round pick. So when you guys have an extra first round pick, you're playing for somewhat of a next year. This year is kind of a little bit of a punt. But let's see this team. Jordan Love, Jahmyr Gibbs, Travion should be a fine. Let's see the quarterback room. Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, and Geno Smith. All right. So what that means is that you're playing for now. All right. Geno Smith has one more year in him. Sam Darnold probably has maybe 2 more years at max in him. I don't like that personally, especially with you having 2 first-round picks next year. Jahmyr and Travion should be great running backs for you. Garrett Wilson, Cardinal Tate, great wide receivers. Laporta should be a good tight end. Josh Jacobs, Jaden Higgins, and Nicholas Singleton. So in this situation, if we go take a Nano's team, right? Josh Jacobs is fine. All right, he's playing this year. But Jaden Higgins and Singleton aren't really going to do anything for your flex room. All right, especially when you have older players like Sam Darnold and Geno Smith. You have Samson, Mike Washington, Branch, Jack Beck. Your bench is very upset, but you can't trust anybody to play there for your flex 2 and flex 3. What I would actually recommend is you trading away Sam Darnold and Geno Smith right now. Get some future first-round picks. Don't play for this year because of your roster. What I would recommend is go ahead and trade in Darnold and Geno Smith. Get maybe another first-round pick for Sam Darnold, another second, third-round pick for Geno Smith, and get some draft capital. So then next year you can go out there slinging and playing for next year. But unfortunately, this team, the bench, you have only upside here. You don't have any safe players. Your flex 2 and 3 are very, very weak. It's not a playoff team. It's not a championship team. And you have some older guys with your quarterbacks with Darnold and Geno Smith. So that's what I would do. I'll probably give this team right now, because of the trades you did not make yet, I'll probably give this team a 5.7 out of 10. Shout out to you, Nano. I appreciate you. All right, let's go to League 81 here, guys. In League 81, nobody wanted a review, so we are going to go ahead and skip this league. Literally nobody wanted a review here, so we're going to go to League 82, and a couple people wanted a review here in League 82. Let's go ahead and take a look at all their teams here. In League 82, the first one was Matt. So Matt. All right. Matt does seem like he has all his first round picks, and that means he either didn't do any trades or he did do some. All right, perfect. He did some trades, and you guys know how much I love when people do trades. It's amazing. Even if you lose the trades, it's still very, very good. Lamar should be a great quarterback with Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones. That's a phenomenal quarterback room, especially DJ there being as your third quarterback. Saquon, Derrick Henry, this is a win now team. Saquon, Derrick Henry, great running backs there. CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, elite wide receivers. Barner's going to be your biggest weakness. It is not a tight end. It's only a 0.5 tight end premium, so it's not like tight ends are crazy amount, but you do need a stronger tight end there with AJ Barner. You have Rashee Rice, Jalen Warren, Ricky Pearsall. I like Rice. I like Jalen Warren, but Ricky Pearsall is going to be your weakness there. You could play JCM, Chig, or Rashid Shaheed, but I would still not trust them. This is a win now team. There's no reason why you should have your future first, second, and third. This is going to be a 111, 211, or the 110, or the 109. You don't need them. You need a better flex room. You need a better bench. So if Ricky Pearsall's out for the year, right? Maybe you could start JCM, but he's battling with Rashad White. Maybe you could start Chig Okonkwo, but now they signed Stephon Diggs in the slot, so to take away his spot. None of the other bench players really makes any sense. So you have Stribling there as well, I see. But what I would recommend, bro, for sure, no doubt about it, trade your future first, because you have a lot of older players here. You have Saquon, Derrick Henry. You have Nico Collins getting on the older side, turning 28. You have Jalen Warren turning 28. So I would go ahead and trade some of those first round picks and get a better flex room. But because of the flex room right now with Flexity with Ricky Pearsall and your bench not being amazing, I'm gonna give this team a 6.3 out of 10. Matt. Shout out to you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at NCA Fan here. All right, Fan. You do have your future first round picks. All right, let's take a look at you made a lot of trades. You have 3 first round picks. I don't like the fact you have Trey McBride and Brock Bowers in a 0.5 tight end premium. I do not like that whatsoever. It's a 0.5 tight end premium. Sam Darnold, Tua, and Geno Smith. Terrible quarterback room. I don't like that personally. Older players as well. If you're drafting that many older players, go ahead and trade your future first, guys. Jacobs and Rico Dowdle. Jacobs should be fine playing, but Rico Dowdle's playing behind Jalen Warren. Be very careful with that. Amana, DJ Moore should be fine wide receivers. Trey McBride should be an elite tight end. Brock Bowers, Kincaid, and Jonathan Brooks. Bowers should be a good flex one for you, but Kincaid in a 0.5 tight end premium, I don't trust at all, guys. He hasn't really done anything. He was a boom bust, injured. They still have Dawson Knox. I don't like that. And then Jonathan Brooks is competing with Chuba Hubbard. I don't like that as well. What if Jonathan Brooks loses? Then you have Cortland Sutton. You could play for Dalton Kincaid. And then for Jonathan Brooks, if he does lose that job, you have Romeo Dobbs, and I don't like that either. What I recommend, guys, when you guys draft these old heads, do not keep your future first round picks, second round picks, third round picks. Go ahead and trade them. Get a better flex room. Go ahead and see who's collecting the first round picks. Go ahead and see who has a weaker team and offer them the first round picks. Guys, it's always about trades and how it fits your team. In this situation, your flexes are extremely weak. Not only that, your bench could be better as well. Your quarterbacks could be better. Your only quarterback too is Geno Smith. I don't even trust Tua. I don't trust Tua. He might be starting week 1, but then what happens when Michael Penix is back healthy? Michael Penix is dealing with some sort of injury right now too. So be very careful with that. I don't trust your QBs. Go ahead and trade your future first, second, and third to get a better flex and better quarterback and a better bench. I'll probably give this team a 5.9 out of 10. Be Supreme. All right. It does look like you have an extra third round pick. I'm not sure what exactly that's going to do to your team. If we take a look at your team, Be Supreme here, you did make some trades, and you guys know how much I love that. You have T-Law, Mendoza, and Ty Simpson. That's a terrible quarterback room. Mendoza's not going to start till week 5, week 6. You have Ty Simpson. Did you get Kirk Cousins? You do have Kirk Cousins. So at least you have a quarterback too there. Ty Simpson isn't really going to be a starter either. So if T-Law or Mendoza or Kirk get hurt, you don't have a quarterback too, even for bye weeks. So be very careful with that. Genty and Chuba Hubbard. I like Genty there, but Chuba Hubbard is battling with Jonathan Brooks, just like I told someone. If you have Jonathan Brooks, guys, trade for Hubbard. If you have Hubbard, trade for Jonathan Brooks. The way the offense in the Panthers likes to run, they don't like splitting. It's either one of them is going to be the running back one, and they just like Rico Dowdle. It wasn't Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard splitting. 1 week they just gave the full volume to the running back who was feeling it. So I don't love Chuba Hubbard with Jonathan Brooks here. Puka and Burden should be good wide receivers. Sadiq is going to be a weakness as well. Sadiq wasn't even the tight end one in his own team last year. in college. Be very careful. They drafted this guy out of pure athletic measures, athletic skills, so I don't like that. Jordan Tyson likely in Blake Corum. I don't mind Tyson, but in a 0.5 tight end premium, I don't like a tight end in your flex room at all unless it's Brock Bowers or Trey McBride or Loveland or Tyler Warren. Unfortunately, the likely and the Blake Corum are weaker spots. You have first round picks. If you're playing for this year, all right, go ahead and trade those first round picks away. If you're not playing for this year, go ahead and grab some first round picks. In my opinion, you're not playing for this year, you're playing for next year, because then Mendoza's going to have another year in him. Jordan Tyson's going to have another year in him. Luther Burden's going to have another year in him. Blake Corum's going to have, might be the starter next year, who knows. But as of this moment, they scare me. You have Kenneth Gainwell, Jaden Reed, Jalen Naylor. I don't like that. Jalen Naylor's turning 28. Jaden Reed's turning 27, and Kenny Gainwell is turning 28 years old. Get some younger players here in your bench because you are playing for next year. What I will say, though, is that quarterback with T-Law is amazing. Genty is a great pick. Puka is a great pick. Tyson is a great pick there. But your running back 2 scares me. Your flex is scaring me. Your tight end scares me. Your quarterback scares me. And your bench could be better. I'll probably give this team a 4.1 out of 10. A 4.1 out of 10 beast. Shout out to you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to go to League 83 now. Let's go ahead and take a look at League 83. Brickwall wanted a review here. Let's go ahead and review his team real quick, buddy. Go. All right, Brickwall. League 83. Brickwall, where are you, my brother? I have the hardest time seeing people, guys. Oh, here it is. He just renamed his team. All right, with that, hey, it's okay. Sorry, guys, my dog is. It's okay. It's okay. My dog is really old, guys, so sometimes he chokes on his own saliva. It's okay, bud. Come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy? All right. It does look like you have future capital here, so I hope you didn't trade I hope you didn't draft older players here, Brickwall. All right. If we take a look at your team here, you're drafting at the 1-7 here. So far, I'm loving your quarterbacks. I'm loving your quarterbacks from what I see. Let's see if you have a quarterback 3 here. You do have a quarterback 3 with Daniel Jones. Phenomenal quarterback room. Kyan and Travis Etienne should be good running backs, but Etienne is on the older side. He is turning 28 years old. Chris Olave, Devontae Smith should be good wide receivers for you. Great wide receivers. Elite wide receivers. I really like that combo. Godson is going to be on the weaker side because they did sign David Njoku there, so I don't know exactly what David Njoku's value going to be there with Aranda Godson. Terry McLaurin, Chris Bell, and Jalen Warren. Terry McLaurin should be fine. Jalen Warren should be fine there in your flex room, but Chris Bell does worry me there. You could maybe start Romeo Doubs, Worthy, Aaron Jones. I don't trust any of them in your flex room. I don't trust any of them. Romeo Doubs was a wide receiver 1 last year with the Packers based on snap count, and he didn't do anything. He didn't do much. TJ Hawkinson isn't going to do much. Aaron Jones, Romeo Doubs, I really don't like those for you. Aaron Jones is injury prone. Man, this is a good team that can win now. All right. With it being win now, you don't need this future capital. Go ahead and trade this future capital away and get a better flex room. Get somebody there that could play for Chris Bell. Get somebody there that could be a better tight end for Aranda Godson. Get a running back. Get another running back, maybe a starting running back, in case Jalen Warren loses his job to Rico Dowdle. Get a better bench. You have future draft capital to make this team a win now team. Go ahead and use that. Go ahead and do the right trades. I'll give this team a 6.4 out of 10. I do like the future draft capital and I do like the team, but now you got to capitalize on the team you have and the draft capital you do have. All right, Start. Let's go ahead and take a look at your team here. You're at the 6. You don't have a first or a second next year, so this team should be very, very good. Seems like you did trade for a future first. Not a future, but a 26 startup first. Brock Purdy, Tyler Shoke, and it does not look like you have a quarterback 3. Be very careful. Be very careful because Brock Purdy is injury prone. And then we don't know what's going to happen if he does get injured because you don't have that quarterback 3. You guys need a quarterback 3 here. Make sure you guys draft a quarterback 3. So your quarterback's on the weaker side. Gibbs and Ramondre. I like Gibbs, but the Ramondre pick does scare me because Travion is the one there. What's Ramondre's role going to be? Puka, Drake, Landon are elite. Kincaid should be a decent tight end there for you. Jalen Waddle, Watson, Parker, great flex room. The only thing I can criticize about this team is going to be the running back 2 and the quarterback 3, you not having it. Josh Downs, Tony Pollard, Mark Andrews, great bench because you are playing to win now. This is a great bench to play win now. What I recommend, man, is instead of drafting here, you know, a Mark Andrews because you already have a Dalton Kincaid, go ahead and maybe you should have drafted somebody like, where did Jacoby go? Jacoby went at the 13, right? 13-1 at the 12-10. All right, so in my opinion, instead of drafting somebody like a Josh Downs, even though I really like Josh Downs, you should have drafted a third quarterback there, in my opinion. Because one of your quarterbacks goes down, it's going to be bad. What I recommend is, man, go ahead and trade your 27th third and probably somebody. I like the Ryan Flournoy pick. That's an underrated pick. But go ahead and trade your 3rd round pick and maybe you know, a Desmond Claiborne, a Keaton Mitchell, or both, and get a Geno Smith, get a Jacoby Brissett, get somebody there that in case one of your quarterbacks gets injured, you can start. In my opinion, I think you should personally trade away Gibbs and Puka Nacua for a 2-for-1. You know, trade Gibbs for an Ashton Genty and you know, Devontae. Trade him for Ashton Genty and a Rome Odunze, or trade him for a James Cook and Travion Henderson, or a James Cook and a Rome Odunze. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do a 2-for-1 for Jahmyr Gibbs to make your running back room stronger, to make your bench a little bit stronger in case there's an injury happening in your starting lineup. And maybe go get a you know, quarterback 3. You know, maybe trade Gibbs away for Lamar Jackson and James Cook. Maybe he'll accept that. Who knows at the end of the day. But what I will say to you is that you need a quarterback 3 and you need a better running back 2. But this is a solid team for a win now team right now. I'll give it a 6.8 out of 10 star. 6.8 out of 10. All right, guys, let's go to League 84 here. All right, if we're taking a league at League 84, we do have a couple of people that do want their reviews here. Let's take a look at their team here. Good boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? All right. With that being said, guys, Ty wants a review here. Let's go ahead and look at Ty's team here at the 3. He does not have his future 2nd round, but he does have his future 3rd and another 3rd capital. He's drafting here at the 1-9. If we take a look at his team, he did make some trades. That's good. Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray, and he does not have a quarterback 3. I don't like that at all. Guys, you need a quarterback 3 in Dynasty. I can't stress that enough. Genty and Kyron Williams should be great running backs. Ladd, Cardinal Tate should be great wide receivers. Loveland should be an elite tight end. So far, amazing. Marvin Harrison, Josh Downs, Mike Evans should be a pretty solid flex room. Man, this is a solid team. You have Rico, AJ Barner, Chris Brazell. You need a better bench and you need a quarterback 3. This starting lineup is beautiful. All right, beautiful starting lineup. It's well-rounded. The only concern I have with this team is if Kyron gets hurt, if Genty gets hurt, your running back 3 is Rico Dotto, who's playing behind Jalen Warren. So be careful with that. I like this team, but you have a future 1st and a future 3rd and another 3rd that you're not capitalizing on. These picks, this is a win-now team. Go ahead and find somebody that's trading, that wants future 1st. Go ahead and find someone that has a weaker team and offer them these first for a future, you know, for a Jared Goff. Get a Jared Goff, get a Sam Darnold, get a Baker Mayfield, and a bench player to make your bench a little bit stronger as well. This is a win-now team. I can see it making the playoffs, but you need to capitalize on those future first round picks and make this team better, in my opinion. I'm going to give this team a 6.9 out of 10 until you trade those first round picks away. Then it'll be a 7.0 and higher. Good boy. Good boy. I know. All right, D-Rock, let's go ahead and take a look at your team, broski. You do have, you don't have your 2nd round pick. You do have your 1st and 3rd, D-Rock. Let's go ahead and take a look at how you drafted. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, and you don't have a future 3rd. Oh, you do have Aaron Rodgers. All right, I'm fine with Aaron Rodgers for at least 1 year, guys. I'm fine with Aaron Rodgers for at least 1 year. He drafted him at the 15-7. What a phenomenal value for Aaron Rodgers there. Bijan and Jeremiah Love going to be great running backs. I like that. Garrett Wilson, George Pickens and Christian Watson. Great wide receivers there. Stowers is going to be your biggest weakness. Why are we drafting Stowers at the 9-7? 9-7 is insanity, man. We're drafting Stowers over Ferg, over Godston, over Isaiah Likely. And Stowers is not even going to get the majority of the snaps. He might not even be on the field for 20% of the snaps. It's going to be Goddard. It might be a 2 tight end set, but then Goddard's going to get majority of the looks there, not Stowers. I don't like that. Scatterboy, Jalen Warren, Romeo Dobbs. I don't love the Romeo Dobbs, but you do have Kelsey and Sutton. You could play for Romeo Dobbs, so I don't mind that. This is a good team, man. This is a solid team, the win now team. But in my opinion, you need a better tight end. Go ahead and you have a future first and third. If you're competing now, and this team looks like he's competing now, don't hold on to your future first, guys. No reason to hold on to your future first when you're competing this year. In my opinion, go ahead and trade for Kyle Pitts. Go ahead and trade for a Tucker Kraft, a Harold Fannin, a Sam Laporta. Make that tight end room stronger and make that flex 3 even maybe a little bit stronger. But I like this team. Go ahead, in my opinion, get a better tight end. Solid team. 7.3 out of 10. 7.3 out of 10, D-Rock. All right, let's go ahead and look at League 85 here. We did have someone that wanted a review here. Let's go ahead and take care of their team real quick. Where's he at? All right, he's at the 2. He's a Vikings fan. All right, he does have all his future first round picks. He does seem like he didn't make a trade as well. He's drafting here at the 111. Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart, and Jacoby Brissett. That's fine. That's fine. For a quarterback room, that's fine because you don't need an amazing quarterback 3 this year. You know, you just need somebody there in case Joe Burrow or Jackson Dart get injured. Judkins and J.K. Dobbins. I like Judkins, but Dobbins is injury prone and Judkins is coming off from an injury. So be very careful of that. Mwah. All right, and then Amon-Ra and Luther Burden should be great wide receivers for you. In my opinion, with Amon-Ra, Luther Burden, you're drafting him based on hype, man. You're drafting Burden over Rome Odunze, over Devontae Smith, over AJ Brown, over you know, a lot of these players like Rashi Rice as well. I don't know why you would do that. I just don't understand that. Drafting Burden just based off hype. So I don't understand that personally. I think there could have been better options there. Mekhi Lemon, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jonathan Brooks. I like Mekhi Lemon, but Wan'Dale with Cardinal Tate is going to be the wide receiver 2 in the Warsaw offense. And then you have Jonathan Brooks who's competing. Jonathan Brooks is competing with Chuba Hubbard. So I don't know how much I love that for you. So your flexes could be improved. What I will say is that your flexes could be improved. Your running back 2 could be improved. And let's see your bench. You have Sutton, Jacoby Brissett, Aaron Jones, Chris Rodriguez. All right, I'll say Sutton. You know, Sutton could play for Jonathan Brooks if Jonathan Brooks doesn't win that job. But this is still not a win-now team. This is still not a win-now team because this is not a championship-winning team. What I recommend is, man, because you have on the older side with J.K. Dobbins, on the older side with Jacoby Brissett and Courtland Sutton, go ahead and trade your future first and second and third and get a better flex room, get a better running back room. In my opinion, if you don't want to go that route, go ahead and trade away Jacoby Brissett, Courtland Sutton, and Aaron Jones. Get some future draft capital there as well because of how weak your running back 2 is, as well as how weaker your flex room is. I'll probably give this team a 5.9 out of 10. Good boy. Good boy. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Shout out to Wagner. I appreciate you, broski. All right, let's go to League 86 now. A couple people wanted a review here. Draft results. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog coughing. Buddy, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? It's okay. Good boy. All right, guys. Sorry about that. My dog doesn't play a lot, by the way. So the times that he does play, because he's so old, he just gets random energy spikes in the day. So I try to capitalize on it. Good boy. Who's a good boy? All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at who wants to review series. All right, Landon. Let's take a look at your team real quick. If I see you here, did you rename your team? Oh no, you did not. 9. All right, you don't have your future first round in 28 or your 27. So this should be a very, very good team. Very good team. It seems like you have Gibbs and Jason. You traded for them. That's not bad at all. Let's take a look at what you gave up to trade for them, though. Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, and then who's your quarterback? You do not have a quarterback 3. That worries me a lot, man. Lamar Jackson is injury prone. He's a rushing quarterback. He's more likely to get injured. Be careful with that. Jameer and Chase Brown should be amazing running backs. Jason Pierce should be... Jason is elite, But Pierce should be, he's battling with an injury right now, and I don't know exactly how that's gonna happen. That's gonna go with him. But Tucker Kraft should be an elite tight end there. Sam Laporta, Michael Wilson, Terry McLaurin. I don't mind that flex room. The only problem I have is Michael Wilson. You know, he's battling with Marvin Harrison, and last year when he was battling with Marvin Harrison, he didn't really do much. And then if we take a look at Alec Pierce, he's kind of injured right now. Even though he got paid, he's kind of injured right now. So I don't think he's starting week 1. So you're gonna have to start Kyle Monangai, Omar Cooper, Kenny Gainwell, and I don't know how much I love that for you. Even Dalton Kincaid. So let's just say Pierce misses a game 1, game 2, and then Michael Wilson, you know, is playing behind wide receiver 2 behind Marvin Harrison. He didn't do much last year with him. He's not going to do anything this year. You're going to need 2 players from your bench to start for that. Kyle Monangai and Kenny Gainwell are both going to be running back 2s. I don't know how much I love that, man, especially with you trading all your future firsts in 27 and 28. This is a weaker team. When I trade my future first in 27, 28, I'm going to make sure I have the strongest team for the next 2 years because I don't have any picks. And this is not the strongest team for the next 2 years. You have some great players like Lamar Jackson, Jahmyr Gibbs, and JSN. But then it just goes it seems like you drafted the top best 3 players and you forgot about the rest of your team. That's what it somewhat looks like. But man, if Pierce is healthy, if Michael Wilson gets to be that wide receiver 1 over Marvin Harrison, this team could be very deadly, but there's a lot. You also need a better bench. You also need a better quarterback 3. This team has a lot of holes, especially with you trading away those future first-round picks. I'm going to give this team a 5.5, Landon. All right, Showit, let's go ahead and take a look at your team. All right, it does seem like you have 3 first-round picks next year. I mean, 28 and another. And you have all your first round picks next year, as well as a second round pick, T. Showit. All right. It does not seem like you made any trades besides those. Are we looking at the right team? Let's take a look again. It does. All right. So it seems like you got draft capital by not trading away much. And that's not bad at all. But this seems like you're playing for 2 years ahead, not this year. So I hope you didn't draft any older players. Jordan Love. All right. Malik Willis. And you don't have a quarterback 3. All right, that's fine because you're not playing for this year. Josh Jacobs and Singleton. Why are we drafting Josh Jacobs? He's 29 years old. When you need him, he's going to be 30 years old. I don't like that at all for you. Lamb, Drake London are elite. Brock Bowers should be a good tight end, but even Lamb, man, why are we drafting Lamb over Neighbors when we're playing for 2 years ahead? I would try to trade Lamb for Malik Neighbors right now. Brock Bowers should be an elite tight end there. Tyler Warren, Brian Thomas, Godson should be fine flex players for you. But we are playing for next year. This is a phenomenal team for next year with some holes in it as well. Josh Jacobs, I don't think you need Jacobs. Trade away Jacobs right now. Trade away Lamb for Malik Neighbors plus something else. Trade away Malik Willis. This is the only year he's gonna have some value. Trade him away. Try to get a future second. Even a future first would be amazing there. And besides that, it's a solid team, but you're playing for 2 years ahead. So right now, it probably won't be a good rating, but in 2 years, I can see this team being a 6.7 out of 10 with the right trades. Make sure you trade away Josh Jacobs. Make sure you capitalize on the draft capital you do have for next year and the year after that. So I'm probably going to give this team a 6.7 based on the draft capital you do have. All right, let's go to League 87. That's all the people that wanted reviews in League 86. Oops. All right, a lot of people wanted reviews here in League 80, in League 87. Let's go ahead and take care of their teams. Luke Camp was the first one. Camp. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your team. All right, it does seem like you have your future first round capital and your 28 capital as well. If we take a look at where you drafted at the 1-7. You did not do any trades, guys. When people don't do any trades, their team automatically becomes worse. In this situation, I do see your quarterback room. Your quarterback room is not bad. You have Geno Smith as your quarterback 3, and I don't mind that. Jaden Daniels and Trevor Lawrence as your quarterback 1 and 2 is phenomenal. T-Law and Travion should be good running backs for you. Jason and Devontae Smith, great wide receivers. Juwan Johnson should be a below average tight end there, especially with them signing Noah Fant this year as well. Be very careful with that. Noah Fant isn't just a random tight end. They signed him. It says he's unlikely to see a fantasy revival. That's fine. We don't need him to see a fantasy revival, but he is going to be taking snap share away from Juwan Johnson. What's up, Sleepy? Haven't seen you do Dynasty League reviews yet. Yeah, Hoff, we try to do them we try to do them in the mornings. twice a week, broski. Welcome. All right, Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson, and Josh Downs. This is a solid flex room for a team that didn't do any trades. This is above average for a team that didn't do. Usually, when people don't do trades, I don't like their teams. But for a team that didn't do any trades, man, this is a solid team. Solid team. Let's see your bench. You have Jalen Warren, Chris Godwin, Singleton, Naylor. Man, from all the teams I reviewed that didn't do any trades, they all got low reviews. This is going to be my first, probably a 6.2 out of 10 review here. I really like this team, especially with you not making any trades. The only weakness that you have in this team is going to be the tight end room with John Johnson and the Josh Downs pick here as well. He's going to be the wide receiver 2 there with the Colts. Maybe go ahead and trade your first, second, and third in here, Luke Camp, and try to get a better tight end and a better flex room. But even if Josh Downs doesn't perform, you have Jalen Warren there. You have Chris Godwin there. I really like this team, especially, for a team that I'm trying to look at the situation. For a team that didn't make any trades, this is a solid 7.0 out of 10, Luke Camp. A solid 7.0 out of 10, because if Travion gets there, Cam Scatterable gets there, you have Josh Jacobs. If Josh Jacobs doesn't play, you have Jalen Warren. If Josh Downs doesn't perform, you have Chris Godwin. You have proper players. If your quarterbacks get hurt, you have Geno Smith. You covered all your bases, and I love that for you. Solid team, 7.0. Maybe try to trade away your future first to win now. I'd be curious what you think of my current dynasty. Sure, send me half. I'll go ahead and take a look at that as well. All right, Killer, let's go ahead and take a look at your team real quick. You are here at the 1-4. You made a trade to get Brian Thomas there from what it looks like. It does seem like you gave away a second-round pick and something else for that. You do have your first and third and 28 capital as well. You have Josh Allen, Tyler Strock, and Ty Simpson as your quarterbacks. I do think you need a quarterback 3 here as well, because I don't know if Ty Simpson is going to be viable this year at all. And if Strock or Josh Allen go down, you're going to need another quarterback there. Jonathan Taylor and Breece Hall should be great running backs for you. Olave, Brian Thomas should be great. Not great, my bad. Olave should be a great wide receiver for you. Olave could be the next JSN. Who knows? But Jordan Tyson, I don't feel like it's going to allow him. And then Brian Thomas, man, I just don't know if I trust Brian Thomas this year, especially with Parker Washington being on that team. I don't love the Brian Thomas pick. It looks like he forgot how to play football. Maybe it was a bad down year for him. I hope it was. We want to see a good wide receiver there in Jaguars. I want to see the resurrection of Brian Thomas there. Tucker Kraft should be a great tight end. Jalen Waddle, Pierce, and Omar Cooper. I like Jalen Waddle. Pierce, when he's healthy, should be fine. And then Omar Cooper is going to be your weakness. Your biggest weaknesses on this team is going to be the wide receiver 2 with Brian Thomas and the flex 3 with Omar Cooper. In my opinion, Ty Simpson, Ramondre, Romeo Doubs, Tyrone Tracy, your bench needs a lot of work. In my opinion, broski, I would actually try to trade for a future first-round capital. But this is a win-now team. You're a few moves away. It's okay. I'm sorry. All right. I actually think you should trade away your first and third and get a better flex room and a better bench and maybe a quarterback 3. I think you can trade away your first and third and maybe even trade away somebody like Josh Allen, get a 2-for-1. I would trade away Josh Allen, get a Jaden Daniels and a Devontae Smith here. I would trade away Josh Allen, get a Justin Herbert and a Kenneth Walker, or Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey. Make that flex room a little bit stronger, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm probably going to give this team a 6.2 for now. But once you do make those trades, get a better flex room, I can see the team being a 7.0 and higher. All right, NCA fan, let's go ahead and look at your team. Where are you at? All right, Alabama Crimson Tide. You don't have your future first-round capital, all right? That's all right. Let's go ahead and see how the rest of your team goes. All right, Joe Burrow should be a great quarterback there, broski. Bijan, Rico Dowdle. I like Bijan, but Rico Dowdle is going to be a weakness there. Nico and DJ Moore should be good wide receivers. Fannin should be a good tight end. Yeah, Michael Wilson, Dalton Kincaid, Cortland Sutton. Like I told you guys before, Michael Wilson, he didn't do anything with Marvin Harrison being healthy. Look at the numbers there. Dalton Kincaid hasn't done anything with Dawson Knox being there as well. Your first flex and second flex is weak. Your running back 3 is also weak. Cortland Sutton should be a viable flex 3 for you, though. Sam Darnold, Jordan Love. You don't need 4 quarterbacks. You never need 4 quarterbacks. That kind of wastes the potential of the team. The quarterback room is phenomenal, but your flex 2 and 3 and the running back 2 is on the weaker side. Your bench could use a lot of work as well. I'm probably going to give this team a 5.2 out of 10. Definitely trade away one of your quarterbacks, get a stronger running back 2, trade away Joe Burrow and get a Devon Achane and James Cook, in my opinion. And even maybe trade away, what's the word for it? You know, Bijan Robinson. Go get a 2-for-1 there. Go get, in my opinion, an Ashton Genty and a Tyler Warren. Go ahead and Ashton Genty or Romo Dunze or somebody like that, because I do think your running back 2, flex 1, 2, as well as the bench is on the weaker side. So I'm probably going to give the team a 5.2 out of 10. NCA fan. All right, Buttsfit, let's go ahead and take a look at your team real quick. You don't have a future first round capital there. I don't love that for you. All right, let's see. That means you should have a very solid team. Whenever you trade away your first round pick, you should never have your second and third as well. Your second and third doesn't do much. Go ahead and utilize the draft capital you traded away, and go ahead and trade away the rest of your draft capital to get a better team as well. With this being said, though, you did make a lot of trades, and you know how much I love that. Dart, Mendoza, Shadors, your quarterbacks are extremely weak, man. Mendoza, do you have Kirk Cousins? You don't even have Kirk Cousins there. That scares me a lot. Jahmyr Gibbs, Judkins should be great running backs. JMO, KC, I like JMO, but KC as your wide receiver 2 scares me. Brock Bowers should be a great tight end, but then you got Jordan Addison, Sadiq, and Devontae Adams. I don't like Jordan Addison or Sadiq in your flex room, especially with it being a 0.5 tight end premium. That's going to be really weak. Devontae Adams should be a viable flex 3 for you, but your wide receiver 2, your flex 1 and 2 are very weak, with Jordan Addison being in a wide receiver committee there as well. You also don't have your future first round pick. I don't like that at all. Matthew Golden, Coleman, Jordan Mason, Chig, Surratt. You have upside on your bench, but you need a safe floor on your bench as well, because you can't trust Sadiq, you can't trust Addison, you can't trust Casey Concepcion in his first year. This is extremely weak, especially with you not having a first round pick. This is not going to make the playoffs. In my opinion, this is going to be one of those teams that gets the 103, the 104, and you just traded away that 103, 104 to another team, and you don't have that next year. This team is going to be a 4.1 out of 10, unfortunately. Shout out to you for being here, broski. I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, first draft is the main draft. Second draft, yeah, I'll just look at the first draft for now. Go to site. Where are you here? All right. I don't understand. Just send me your team, broski. Send me your team if you can. Like your team. Like, share your team with me. I don't know if you know how to do that. Just share your team with me, because this is gonna be confusing with who you're picking and who you're not. Jordan Tyson, Mendoza, Malachi. Okay, so Jordan Tyson and Mendoza. All right. Your quarterbacks with Drake May, Bo Nix, Malik Willis, and you have Fernando Mendoza. I don't like that at all. You do not need 4 quarterbacks, broski. Trade away Mendoza or trade away Malik Willis here. You already have Drake May and Bo Nix. Your third quarterback does not. You don't need a third and a fourth quarterback. You just need a third quarterback there. And I'm fine with you keeping Mendoza. Trade away Malik Willis and maybe get a future draft capital or future something else. Your running backs, you have Hampton, Tuden, Corum, and then Jonathan Brooks. Your running backs are fine because of Tuden and Jonathan Brooks, as well as Hampton. I like your running back room. Your wide receiver room is JMO, T. Higgins, and Jordan Tyson. It could be a lot better. I don't love your wide receiver room. It could be a lot better. And your tight end, you have Tyler Warren, which is very solid, and you have Juwan Johnson, who's not really going to do much there. This is a solid team. How many flexes do you have? How many wide receivers do you have? How many, is it 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 3 flex? Is it 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 3 flex? Tell me how that goes, because if it's 3 wide receivers, your wide receivers are extremely on the weaker side. From the looks of it, you are starting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You need 2 flex players, and it looks like you're starting Corum and Travis Hunter or Jonathan Brooks in your flex room. So that doesn't excite me. So in my opinion, your flex room is extremely weak because you're starting Blake Corum. If it's a 3 flex room, you're starting Blake Corum and Travis Hunter there. Even if you start Jonathan Brooks there, we don't know if he's going to win that job. I don't like that for you. I do think you should trade away Malik Willis and go get a better flex player for you to go ahead and win that team. I'll probably give this team a 6.8 out of 10 because of that flex room. And I don't know what your future draft capital is either, so let me know what that is. All right, guys, that is everybody for now. I appreciate you guys. We are going to go ahead and take care of some other teams probably Sunday, or even we might try tomorrow. We will see. But then we'll go ahead and take care of all these teams. Like I said before to you guys, we did get hit by a copyright strike, so I apologize for the delay of the videos. But I will see you guys another time. Shout out to everybody, and I appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Thank you. Oh, it's 3 wide receivers, 2 flex. Yeah. With it being 3 wide receivers, 2 flex, you need a lot more wide receivers, broski. Your only wide receivers are JMO T. Higgins and Jordan Tyson. You need a lot more wide receivers. Whenever you go to a Dynasty League that has 3 wide receivers and 2 flex, it is going to be wide receiver heavy. In this situation, you waited for a wide receiver a lot. Go ahead and trade Malik Willis and get another wide receiver. And if being 2 flex, then I'm guessing you have Blake Corum on your flex. Right, Blake Corum or Travis Hunter, and I don't like that for you. Jonathan Brooks, maybe if he wins that job. So go ahead and get another wide receiver there for you. Trade away one of those quarterbacks. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your